After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Second and 8.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Chargers 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for L.A.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this now an 11 7-point deficit.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Yeah, baby.
Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To the air again, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the Chargers punter now.
KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to let it go again. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their...
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, Well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got three, fellas. We got 3.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
In 2nd and inches.
Again, Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 42, Chargers 10. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
From the 31, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert.
Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
Touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score, Broncos 42, Chargers 17. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Herbert. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score. Broncos 42. Chargers 24. Dustin Hopkins set to...
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think, he's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 78 yards.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now McManus for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score. Broncos 49. Chargers 24. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Nifty move. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Once more, here's Eckler. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Herbert. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Running right through him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Charger 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game
game still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
56, Chargers 31.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter.